Several passengers who shared the flight with a Filipino who tested positive for the UK COVID variant are refusing to speak with the health department. For more updates on this case and other matters related to COVID-19, we have Greg Gregorio. He's reporting live from Mandaluyong. Greg, could you tell us how many of these co-passengers have been rejecting the calls of the DOH?
Charles, according to the Department of Health, out of 159 co-passengers of our 29-year-old patient who tested positive for the UK variant, and 146 have been contacted. That amounts to 92% of the total number of passengers, while 13 of the total number of the co-passengers have been rejecting calls or not answering calls or have given wrong contact details to the Department of Health. Charles?
Greg, so what precisely would be the penalties or sanctions that await those who continue to refuse to be subjected to contact tracing?
Charles Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergere warned that these uncooperative close contacts may be found in violation under the provisions of the Republic Act 11332 or the mandatory reporting of notifiable diseases and other health events, and may be penalized with 20,000 to 50,000 fine or an imprisonment to up to 6 months, 5 or 6 months, or both by the court. Charles?
All right, so it's really not worth it to avoid that call. But then what about those who were successfully contacted? Have any of them tested positive for the new variant?
Charles, unfortunately, there are no new reports about the results of these contact traced individuals. However, the Department of Health earlier reported that all close contacts of this 29-year-old patient who tested positive with UK variant are already in a quarantine facility. Charles?
All right, Greg, so much for that guy. But then there's another OFW who tested positive for the new strain who came from Hong Kong. How are contact tracing efforts shaping up for this particular case?
Charles Vergere said 27 individuals have been identified as close contacts of this Pinay domestic helper who tested positive with the UK variant in Hong Kong. 10 out of the 27 close contacts are from Cagayan, but all of them tested negative for COVID-19, while 17 close contacts from Manila initially tested positive for COVID-19, but they were retested and only 6 of them tested positive for COVID-19. There are no information yet as to whether these are positive to the UK variant. Vergere explained that their specimens are with low viral load, thus they cannot be subjected to gene sequencing. But Vergere highlighted that there are more tests that are being conducted, and they will give further details as they will be available. Charles?
All right, so we know of these 2 cases, right? And as yet, no community transmission, so that's a good thing. But then at this point, is the government considering a deployment ban for OFWs in light of these new developments?
Charles Vergere said there are no talks yet within the IATF about the deployment ban, but these matters could still be considered by our authorities, and they will give us, Vergere said that they will give us more updates if this concept arises. Charles?